Good evening, doctors. Welcome again. Today we are going to discuss about clinical sciences MCQ. Which of the following conditions shows autosomal recessive inheritance? So, the autosomal recessive inheritance is shown by pause this video, think which one is the best answer. That is congenital adrenal hyperplasia. Okay. A couples come A couple come to see you for advice as they would like to start a family. The woman has cystic fibrosis and the man does not. He is healthy, Caucasian, and assumed to have 1 in 25 chance of carrying the cystic fibrosis gene. Assuming they have a child naturally, what is the chance of them having a child affected by cystic fibrosis? So the chance is 1 in 50. Okay, 1 in 50. Okay. True about the following is a true of Pseudomonas aeruginosa. The Pseudomonas aeruginosa, it is a cause of respiratory infection in immunocompromised hosts. Okay. B is a right answer here. Let's discuss why. Congenital adrenal hyperplasia shows autosomal recessive inheritance, Huntington's disease, neurofibromatosis, myotonic dystrophy are inherited autosomal dominant. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is X-linked. Okay. She will have two cystic fibrosis mutation gene. If he is not carrier, then all children will have one of gene and one normal. They will therefore all be carriers and none of them will have the condition. If he is carrier, then will have one mutant cystic fibrosis gene copy allele and one normal copy. The offsprings would have 1 in 2 chance of inheriting this mutation copy of being affected. The chance of him being carrier is 1 in 25. Okay. It is a cause of respiratory infection in immunocompromised host. Pseudomonas aeruginosa is an gram-negative rod. It is ubiquitous in the environment, particularly moist environments such as soil. It rarely causes infection in community but can colonize sites such as chronic ulcers. It is recognized cause of otitis externa. It can be highly pathogenic, however, particularly immunocompromised individuals. Okay. The following statement all are true of penicillin except. So, except answer here is primarily hepatic excreted. It is renally excreted, not by hepatic. That's why precaution during renal failure. 17-year-old girl with short stature present with primary amenorrhea. History taking an examination suggests of diagnosis Turner syndrome. Which of the following statements regarding this condition are correct? So aortic wall disease is seen in 20-30% of patients. Okay, so A is the right answer. Okay. Which option correctly describe the effect of insulin action? So you can pause this video and think the single best answer. Single best answer here is decreased glycogenolysis and increased protein synthesis. Okay. You have been asked to test a new diuretic which thought to have similar mode of action to furosemide. At which site would you expect it to exert its greatest effect on flux? That is ascending loop of Henle. Okay, ascending loop of Henle. Which of the following microorganism is a gram negative? So gram negative organism is Klebsiella pneumonia. Let's discuss all. It is primarily hepatically excreted. Penicillin is excreted by renal tubular cells. Caution may be taken when prescribing penicillin patients in renal failure. Okay. Aortic wall disease seen in 20-30%. Turner syndrome, first described in 1938, the most common sex chromosome abnormality, female, affecting 1 in 2000 live females. The condition accounts for 15% of all spontaneous abortion. Okay. This is decreased glycogenolysis and increased protein synthesis. Loop diuretic, sodium potassium chloride symporter, which is the ascending loop of Henle. They lead to increased excretion of chloride and sodium rich fluid, a fall in serum potassium and calcium, and increase in sodium bicarbonate. Okay. Klebsiella pneumonia, Gram Stanley. See this table. Gram negative cocci includes Neisseria gonorrhea, whereas gram negative rots IROT PK LH. P for Pseudomonas, K Klebsiella, L for Legionella, E for Escherichia coli, H for Haemophilus influenza. So guys, you see this trick. If you remember gram negative, then gram positive. Rest other are gram positive. Okay. So I hope it's clear. The hemoglobin dissociation curve is moved to the left by increase in which of the following? So it is mainly increased due to pH. Okay. 22-year-old man reports severe weight loss over several months. A chest X-ray shows widening of superior mediastinum, and a CT of thorax revealed a 5 cm soft tissue mass in the anterior mediastinum. Which of these possible causes is least likely to clinical picture and image finding? That is malignant peripheral nerve cell tumor. This is the answer. Okay. Increasing temperature 2-3 dpg, hydrogen ions or carbon monoxide will cause the hemoglobin dissociation curve shift to the right, and increased pH cause shift to left. Okay. Malignant peripheral nerve cell tumor. The CT findings are highly suggestive of malignancy in this age group. Lymphoma is most likely cause, with thyroid carcinoma, germ cell tumor, teratoma, thymic tumors rare but possible etiologies. A malignant peripheral nerve cell tumor is also rare but would be centers in the posterior mediastinum. So guys, I hope till here it's very much clear for you. If you have any queries, any question, you can ask me. And if you're new on my channel, please subscribe it. And if you like this video, put like on it. Thank you. Good day. Goodbye. That's all for